Senator Bill Cassidy, the Republican from Louisiana, joins us now. Good morning, Senator. You voted no on the deal. What was your biggest problem with it?
Well, I don't think it was a very good deal. And I could talk about different parts of it. In terms of the debt relief, there was enough side deals that it kind of backfilled the spending cuts. And so the spending cuts are actually kind of modest. It reset the baseline for future spending over the accelerated spending that has been the last 2 years. And lastly, I would point out on the, your reporter mentioned this, in terms of regulatory reform, there's a pay-go provision, meaning that if the administration puts out a big expensive rule, they got to pay for it. And then 2 sections later, it says that the administration can waive it. And the OMB director has said they plan on waiving it. So it seems to be somewhat toothless. I did not think it was a good deal.
But Mitch McConnell says it's an urgent and important step, I'm quoting him, in the right direction for the health of our economy and the future of our country. You disagree, I guess.
Well, it depends on your perspective. If you're looking at, oh my gosh, we averted a debt ceiling crisis. We averted a debt ceiling crisis, and I think the totality of his release addressed that. Clearly, we averted that. On the other hand, if you're going to vote on whether or not this is resetting the excess spending that we need to curb, if you want to say this has done something significant for the regulatory state, all of which we know we need in order to grow, in order to have a better economy, create more jobs for the American people, and I'll leave aside the potential military cuts, then I just didn't see it as a good deal.
Right. All right, let's move on to this one, Senator. Republicans joined by 3 senators from outside your party to kill President Biden's student loan handout. But, you know, the president's just going to veto it again, right?
Yeah, I think, yes, of course the president's going to veto it. But it allows a statement to be made. When the president says he's forgiving student loans, he's not forgiving them. He is unfairly transferring that debt to other Americans. Americans who pay back their student loans but now struggle with their mortgage, or Americans who never chose to go to college. But those who chose to go to college in order to have a degree to make more money are having their debt unfairly transferred to others. The president can defend that all he wants, but I think it's a statement on a bipartisan basis that the Senate thinks it's unfair and that the Senate does not think you should be transferring debt from one American to another.
Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that. I'd love them to pay off my mortgage, my car bill. Wouldn't that be lovely? Anyway, we'll have to leave it right there. Senator, thank you. Appreciate you being here this morning.